Most people buy Bitcoin just like they order fast food, right? No plan, no patience, just kind of vibes, see what I want, grab it. But there's one metric that separates the market tourists from the cycle assassins. This isn't your grandma's moving average. It's the on chain line that shows where the average Bitcoin was actually bought. Above it, the herd is winning. Below it, everyone is underwater and capitulating, tweeting memes to cope, or just completely deleted their social media. Let's break this down and see what's actually going on because we're going to talk about Bitcoin realized price. I like the boat chart. It's not bad, but I prefer the check on chain dark version. This is technically the MVRV ratio Z score indicator on the bottom, but you do get the realized price here included as the purple line. It gives you a great gauge to see sort of where we are in the current cycle. So what is realized price? What does that actually mean? It's basically Bitcoin's on-chain truth serum. It's calculated by taking the total USD value of every Bitcoin at the price it last moved. Not traded, not posted. This is very important. When it actually moved on-chain. And then you divide that by the total supply in circulation and you get realized price. Think of it like this. While the spot price tells you what price you'd be paying today to buy Bitcoin, realized price shows what the entire market paid on average to acquire their bags. This is the cleanest signal for whether the average investor is in profit or about to find out what max pain really feels like. So let's dive into the alpha behind the line. In every Bitcoin cycle, the realized price acts like a psychological kill zone. When the price drops below it, that's capitulation. Historically, trading below realized price has marked generational buying zones, as you can see here. So 2015, we had 2018 to 2019, we had the FTX collapse in 2020 that actually also marked the bottom and went under the realized price for a couple of days. And then you had the latest one, which was in 2022, where we spent nearly 6 months chopping around realized price before forming a base and breaking out. This is where smart money really steps in when we get to this green floor. This isn't some lagging indicator. It's where the Bitcoin floor forms. And if we dip below it again, you know the drill. Sell your house, sell your cars, sell your kids if you have to, and buy as much Bitcoin as you can, mute your group chat, go into hibernation, and come back in 2 to 3 years. You might just hit generational wealth doing that sort of thing. But anyway, where are we now? I mean, we're mid to late cycle. My estimates, if you want to check out the Bitcoin macro war room, say that this cycle is probably going to peak in Q1 or Q2 of 2026. So we'll see how that plays out. Again, the important thing here to note is that you generally do have a good amount of time where we end up after a bear market sort of finds its bottom. You will have a few months at least to be buying, right? A lot of these lasted anywhere from 3 to 6, 7 months. So you always have a chance to sort of get in. Are we in a new era with ETFs and institutions and countries buying where we might not get there again? Who knows? But only time will tell if this will actually happen again and we will get to a realized price floor. We're currently at 48,000 here in July 2025. If by the time this bull market is over, this number could easily be 60,000 as the new floor. So how do you actually use this like a professional? Well, it's very simple. When it trades below the realized price, that's your accumulation zone. That's for the patient and the bloodthirsty. Don't overthink it. Just DCA like a sociopath and hibernate yourself. Cryogenically freeze yourself if you have to. When BTC trades above it, stay bullish, but manage your greed. This is generally where dumb money floods in. When BTC retested in a bull cycle, I don't think that's actually ever happened. And the FTX collapse, I would say this was the early bull cycle for 2020s, but that was a black swan, right? So it's very hard. It's almost impossible. That's why it's a black swan to know something like that is coming or sort of how to react for it. But I would say any black swan event is generally a great buying opportunity. In summary, the realized price is not just a number. It's kind of like the emotional baseline for the entire Bitcoin network. It tells you where the pain is hiding. It tells you where the conviction lies. If you're ignoring it, you're trading blind. This is definitely an important metric to have in your suite of tools, especially if you're a long term investor. That's pretty much it. This is the Bitcoin Macro Intelligence Desk. I drop an on chain indicator or price projection indicator, some kind of Bitcoin related indicator video breaking it down generally every 2 weeks. So if you enjoyed this content, you made it this far, first of all, thank you. And second, if you did like it, please consider giving me a subscribe. It would super help my tiny, tiny channel, and I'd really appreciate it. Until then, have a great one out there, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.